Hey, 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 inspirational guidance tarot here. Ebony here to do messages for Libra. Hey, Libra, happy Valentine's Day to you. This will be for Libra singles. My messages are timeless. I come up here and put forth a message and hope that it resonates. If it doesn't resonate, you can check out your moon or your rising sign. I'm still hoping it's something here you can use as a guide that'll help you along the way if you find yourself in a situation or a circumstance like it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Please do like, please do comment, please do subscribe to the channel. Cross Watcher, you're Aquarius. Happy birthday to you. Many more, many blessings and love and light. You're definitely welcome here. We all need some type of inspiration, guidance, or encouragement when it comes down to moving things forward, getting a clear understanding, or just some help along the way. And definitely if it resonates, whether that's for you or someone else, okay? Those that have been here with me, thank you for your dedicated support. I love you much. Please continue to like, comment, hit that notification bell button, guys, if you want to be alerted when I upload your video. It helps the channel to grow, helps me to evolve, bringing more to the channel as well as myself. And it's very therapeutic. I'm a healer that heals, here to be healed. We all go through our process of learning, our process of healing, and our process of uplifting, encouraging, and inspiring moving forward. All right there. Okay. So enough of the chitter and the chatter. Let's go ahead and get into your read, Libra singles. Okay. Singles. Ooh. Libra singles. We have disruption. All right. Number 16 could be of significance to you or for you. All right. So let's see what disruption is for you. A sudden, usually unforeseen disruption. I'll take it as a tower. A major change is happening or is about to take place. Even if it appears to be a negative experience, it could lead to enlightenment or a total shift in your lifestyle. In traditional tarot meaning, this card represents the falling tower that eventually crumbles due to its weak foundation. So it's a matter of you focusing clearly on what that is for you. Oh, and we're talking about love and we're talking about singles. So obviously it's either a breakup or it's even a realization as well of what has been created that left you like this, Libra. Okay, so let's see. And let's see what this disruption is clearly about. Disruption for Libra singles. Will. Okay. What your will won't do. All right. So will is more about your free will. Okay. Your free will caused a disruption. Your free will caused the tower moment. You could have possibly brought the tower down or someone else did. Wow. Okay, let's see, Libra. Clarify disruption for Libra. Wow. Ace of Wands reversed. Wheel of Fortune upright. Ten of Cups upright. Woo. Somebody made a decision here. Clarify the Ten of Cups. Something could have been happy here. It's a disruption. Something could have been happy here, but somebody decided they were going to pick a path. Choose a different direction. Clarify the Ace of Wands reverse. Yep. Wasn't using their intuition. This is why it's a disruption. Somebody decided they were going to take... Okay, it's not saying... Okay, I don't want to make it seem like that because it's free will. Okay, they took matters into their own hands, even though possibly God or universe, take it how you will, set forth for it to go in a certain direction. But somebody here didn't use their intuition, okay, to have a successful new beginning. They could have had, you or someone else could have had a successful new beginning when it comes down to love. But somebody here didn't use their intuition. Excuse me. Number 13 can be of significance to you or for you as well. Decisions require action. You are in control of your own decisions in life, no one else. Passion and will determine a great proportion of your success. You will persist. You possess free will, which means you should focus on yourself first and avoid placing your will over another. And since we have will and then we have the tower, it was you who, like I said before in the beginning, Libra, it was you who brung on the tower. Okay, to something that could have been very happy because you're looking at it in a different light. Okay, it's a different path that you chose to go down. Okay, so when it came down to something being successful, when it came down to some type of passion and this connection or a particular person, because I'm talking about Libra singles here, being successful, offering passion, receiving passion, somebody here wasn't using their intuition. Clarify the High Priestess or Libra. High Priestess. Yep. That is expecting good news, receiving good news, giving good news, looking forward or towards good news, passion, where your passion lies, where you're getting ready to take it to, where you're getting ready to get from, okay? But being very successful, again, you have the Ace of Wands reversed. Not being very successful when it comes down to a passionate offer, or it could have been all about the passion as well, okay? It could have been all about the passion. Because though it's reversed, it's actually having a passionate new beginning. So this could be somebody you were in it with already and you had passion with this particular person, but you wasn't being intuitively guided. You wasn't using your intuition when it come down to looking forward towards better. Looking forward towards a new beginning. A new beginning. And actually communicating that, because they could be your soulmate. Could be dealing with Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius is here. Okay? Because you could have had options, or somebody here could have had options, kept their options open. And that's what gave somebody anxiety. That's what the disruptions is about. Because somebody here didn't trust. They didn't trust that they would be happy. They didn't trust that it would go beyond passion. They didn't trust. Somebody used their own will, of course, your own judgments, free will, to make a decision because they didn't trust. Clarify the Page of Wands. They didn't trust. A lot of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So when it comes down to looking for the good news, somebody here could have been rushing in and out. When it comes down to get something solid, to get something stable. It could have been communication. Then you communicated how you've been all trapped in your mind and in your head about this situation when it comes down to an offer. Because it was too much conflict here. In order to get it off the ground, or to bring it forward, or to receive it. And somebody here now is changing their perspective. Somebody here wants to show support. That's the truth. Or it could have been a third party situation that somebody had. That's the truth. Because then we get the juggling card. Clarify this Wheel of Fortune for Libra singles. Libra singles. Libra singles. The Star. Somebody, the wheel is turning in somebody's favor, hoping and wishing and wanting to balance the situation out. Again, we get balance underneath the deck. Okay? Somebody here was sneaky and thought they were getting away with something, or somebody was sneaky and got away with something. When it came down to someone being very thoughtful and very caring from their past, wanting to end the cycle and start something new, but it was very challenging. A lot of obstacles getting in the way. Clarify the Star. Yep. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, wishing and hoping to balance out a situation. When it comes down to being very thoughtful, being very caring, being very loving, or a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. It can also have been another woman involved. Okay, so it could have been 2 men or 2 women. Okay, and somebody here was trying to work on something and charge forward ahead towards a commitment with somebody they felt a soul connection with, but it was heartbreaking. Could have been to you. It was heartbreaking. Could have been a third party situation. Whatever was heartbreaking, justice was served. Somebody here was being very victorious with offering to a Leo, or being very victorious in offering to remain optimistic about a connection. But it led somebody still feeling regretful. Somebody here walked away regretful. Clarify this Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups. Yep. You get the Four of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles with the Judgment. So when it comes down to this wheel turning in someone's favor, the Wheel of Fortune is here. Somebody was very fortunate when it came down to a particular person. All right. They were holding on to, left out in the cold because the judgment call was made to end something. And just go off and remain single. That's the judgment call somebody made. They were hoping and wishing to bounce out of a situation with someone they were holding on to. So either the person you were with left you out in the cold. You left someone out in the cold. You left them out in the cold. Or it was someone else and someone got left out in the cold. And that was the judgment call. Okay. Clarify judgment. Let's see. Somebody being very guarded and defensive. Yep. Four of Swords reverse. Being very guarded and defensive. Being very restless. Okay. This would be taking your time. This would be resting. This would be rejuvenating. This would be taking some type of separation. This would be actually thinking, trying to be at peace with the situation or bring peace forward. But just taking that stop and pause. Okay, somebody's was being defensive when it came down to a break, when it came down to a pause, when it came down to taking that time out. Somebody here was very guarded. And it was due to the fact that somebody was holding on to that somebody was left out in the cold. Give me more on this Five of Pentacles. Yep. It was due to the fact that somebody was left out in the cold. And this is what somebody continuously keeps thinking about. How you left someone out in the cold or how they left you out in the cold. Because it was a thoughtful, caring person. And now someone is holding on to the fact that they left somebody out in the cold and they're in their head about it. And a judgment call is being made because they were very guarded and defensive. Clarify Four of Swords in reverse. Yep. Toxicity could be with the Capricorn. But it was a lot of toxicity here. Somebody was being guarded. Somebody was being defensive. Somebody felt like they was protecting themselves, needed to protect themselves, okay, against people. But it left somebody restless. But then again, defending it because somebody here was thinking about, they didn't trust, is what I want to say. They didn't trust in the connection. They felt the connection was very toxic. They didn't trust in the connection. Clarify the Devil for Libra single. Look, we got the burden with the Hermit, with the Page of Pentacles. It was a burden to go introspection or think about this shit or go within about it when it comes to an offer. It was a burden. It was a burden. It was challenging to someone who really wanted to bring it forward, but just felt that they couldn't. So they ended the shit instead. That's what I got. I think I got this for you too about a week ago, too, Libra. Somebody ended it instead. Wish fulfillment, hoping, balance, healing, thoughtful, caring person. But what somebody was holding on to is the fact that they left somebody out in the cold or they felt left out in the cold. This is what was on somebody's mind. So the judgment is that somebody here looked back at themselves with compassion and now very guarded, separated themselves from the situation. They ain't even thinking about, I ain't going to say they ain't thinking about it because the truth of the separation is what's being looked at. Okay. And it was very toxic to be looked at. Okay. It was very toxic because somebody here felt it was a burden when it came down to somebody going within. They wanted to offer, but turned their back on the offer being given or wanting to give it. They turned their back towards going within about the situation. They turned their back about really taking that time out to see what was the burden and the challenge about. So instead of actually, by not doing that, somebody made a choice because they didn't want to look at it. They just looked at it, and if it was looked at what it was looked at as when it came down to an offer, the back is being turned towards it for the simple fact that whoever's going within was going more within about how much of a burden, how much of the challenges is going to be in order to have this happy home life, in order to have something, start something new or go on this journey with somebody. Okay, there we're looking more at going introspection about or going within more about the challenge and the burden is going to be than how fresh and new it could get started and and kind of like be solid moving forward, getting grounded. So instead, somebody decided they were just going to make a damn choice. You know what? I'm the man. I'm the woman. This is my party. This is my parade. This is what I'm focused on. Is a bunch of burdens, a bunch of challenges. And you know what? I'm cutting this shit out. So somebody here did what? They walked away. They walked away. They made the decision based off of ego when they walked away. That's why behind it, walking away, is still somebody, though they walked away, was a decision that was not made. It was made, but it's not a decision that they wanted to make. They just made it based off the ego. That's not the real decision they wanted to make. Based off the ego, somebody here, by not making the decision, but making one, left somebody out in the cold, left somebody for dead. Because they were given to three people. Because they also, or when it came down to balancing a situation out, somebody here felt like they couldn't trust somebody. They felt that they were lying. Okay? Being deceitful. Hey. And that's what the disruption is. Give me 1 second, Libra. Okay, Libra. Sorry about that. But, yeah. And this is what the disruption is. Somebody is in their head too because they're holding on to the fact that they left someone out in the cold. And it was due to them being defensive, due to them being arrogant, due to the toxicity, due to the mindset. Toxicity can be anything. Due to how the connection was or how they viewed the connection. You or someone else. Yeah. So somebody made a decision and this is where you are or where they are. Yep. For Libra singles. Libra singles. Don't let the past hold you back. Under the deck, it's time for healing. So somebody's entrapped with how they were left out in the cold. And this could be why you're single. Okay? This can also play a role in why you're single. Okay? You could have been married with the 10 of Cups. Okay? You could have been married. All right? And you had to pick a path. Or somebody here chose to pick a path. All right? And when it came down to having a new start, somebody here wasn't using their intuition. They decided they were going to be successful elsewhere or be successful with just being in and out of somebody's life. Being somebody that's just a playboy or a playgirl due to the fact that they were already heartbroken with the 10 of Cups energy where somebody decided they were going to pick and choose a different route other than this marriage or this commitment. And this could be something that's past tense that you could have been holding on to, Libra, that has you in this energy of being very flighty. So when it comes down to the wheel is up because basically it's a wheel. It's a cycle that you've been going in and out of when it comes down to love, when it comes down to your wishes, your hopes, your dreams, and balancing things out, healing and moving forward towards having that possibility that love is going to come in or being open to love coming in. Okay, because that's what the Queen of Cups is as well. It's love coming in, thoughtful, knowing, loving energy. Okay, or this could just be a particular person, but the cycle is that you could be hoping and wishing all day. It could be for this particular person or not, but what you're holding on to is the fact that you were left out in the cold or someone else was left out in the cold, and that's what's on somebody's mind. That's what's like, and this is why the judgment is you are staying guarded. Okay? You're not trusting in the directions. You're not trusting in the truth. Or should I say, you're defensive and guarded to the truth. And the truth is that it's toxic. This is toxic. This is a toxic mindset. You are defending the fact that, okay, you are defending the fact that this mindset, this truth that you have, this clarity that you come up with is toxic. It's toxic to you. And by you holding on to it, holding on to the fact that this is going to happen every time. That's why I'm bound by it. And it hurt to the core that I decided I'm going to make a judgment call to be defensive to my truth. I'm standing up and being guarded to my truth. My truth being spoken is that the shit is toxic. And toxicity could be anything. Okay, it could be, I'm toxic to the fact that men ain't crap and I don't want love. Women ain't shit and I don't want love. Okay, and I'm guarding myself and I'm protecting myself with having that mindset. Okay, because this swords up. And that's why you have don't let the past hold you back, because that's what's happening. This is what the disruption is. This is why you are making the mark of your own free will, because you know it's your own free will and you're making that. But see, also the mask, it's also a mask that she's wearing here. Okay. And she's also putting something near her mouth that's sparkling in front of her. Okay, where you can't even see inside of her eyes. I wish you could really see it. Let me see if I could. You see that? If I could put it to my light. You see that, Libra? How she's holding her mouth. It's something to her mouth. You can't see her mouth. She got something over her eyes. And she has, you can't see her eyes. You can't see her eyes. And it looks like horns on her head. So it's like keeping closed lips to what the past was about, but having a clear understanding yourself. Because see, can't nobody else have a clear understanding because they can't even see your eyes. They can't see your eyes. They can't see your mouth. They can't even really see your face because of the shine and shimmering, glowing right there. Okay. She also has whatever she's holding it like this. That's 3. Okay. That's number 3. Showing support, collaboration, third-party situation. So you could be holding on to the fact that you're closed-lipped to the fact that it was a third party. And you don't want to be seen because what you're masking is the fact that that's what you're holding on to. And behind the mask is that you're still hurt from it. It's still breaking you down. It's having you to make this. It's having you to make decisions based off of ego. Don't let the past hold you back, Libra. King of Cups. It says don't let the past hold you back, and you get the King of Cups reverse. Don't let the past hold you back with you being manipulative, not being very thoughtful, not being expressive, not being caring, not being loving, not being loyal. Don't let the past hold you back when it comes down to being like this. And this is what you're actually doing. You are someone else. Letting the past hold you back. Don't let the past hold you back when it comes down to this particular person or a person like this or you being like this. Because of what? A past situation that changed your freaking life or your world. It shook it up. It changed it. You may have ended the cycle and started something new, but it's still an obstacle and challenge when it comes down to you manifesting your heart's desire. And being successful. And being successful when it comes down to celebrating commitment. Clarify will. Your will be done. Heartbreak. Your decision every time is this. Because what? It says don't let the past hold you back. But if you continue on allowing it to, you're going to be in this energy. And every time love comes in, you're going to decide to let it go right on back out. And this is why it's a disruption for you. When it comes down to you harvesting things, it's always conflict. Because you're thinking too logical about the situation. And your delivery with communication. And showing support. And that's what needs to change. In order for you to go to calmer waters. And be at peace. Because the situation here keeps having you all up in your head. Anxiety and stressed out every single time you get close to an option. Okay? Every time you get close. On this wheel. Yep. It says retreat, reverse. And you got love yourself upright. Retreat means it's time to disconnect from the world. No. You're not going within about it. Because this is the decision you made. I'm clarifying your decisions. Will. Your free will. This is how you are. This is what it is. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. Another one of your decisions. This is your will. And this is how you willing it. I'm loving me. I'm loving me. But when it comes down to the separation, when it comes down to the heartbreak, Three of Swords. This is how you loving yourself first. Love yourself first. Look, when it comes down to the heartbreak, you have separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon every time. Because I'm clarifying your will card, the decisions that you make. Your free will is that you're not going within about nothing. Okay? And when it comes down to loving yourself first, you're respecting you. And you feel that you're respecting the other person when it comes down to this Three of Swords energy by not allowing it to go no further, because that's what you're holding on to. You're holding on to the idea that there could be a third party, the idea that you won't be loved, the idea that you're not lovable, the idea that it will always be something, and it will always be that because it's what you're holding on to. So that's your mindset. And it'll always be separation. In my own opinion and what the cards is telling me. Okay? Because it's the mindset that needs to change. Check it out. Don't allow your past to hold you back. For Libra singles. Don't let your past hold you back. Libra singles. Ready? Let go of control issues. You're controlling the situation by holding on to situations. Because you're allowing those situations you've been holding on to dictate how you move in other situations. King of Cups reverse. Unrequited love. Then I say the King of Cups reverse is a manipulator. Now we have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep a relationship going. Because when you're in their energy, it's not going to go anywhere. And then we have let your friends help you. And you could be communicating with people when it comes down to the support. Asking others for the support. Or you can also do this to friends. Under the deck, we got deception. So, I mean, yes, it is your free will. And like I said, if this is what you choose, this is what you choose. You know, it's clearly up to you how you're going to move things forward. All I can do is give you the best possible, the encouragement and inspiration that I can give with how you come out of this and move yourself forward in welcoming love. You do exactly what it is that you will. Okay, but I'm gonna tell you now, you or someone else is allowing the past to hold you back and is keeping you in a very manipulative energy, and an energy of not giving a damn or two fucks, knowing that you want love in your life, but you keep creating a tower moment for yourself, because what it is really is that you fear. Why underneath the deck was what? It's time to heal. It's time to give rather than to take, whether that's to yourself or another person. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Exactly. That's your free will. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. That could be you or someone else. Under the deck. Emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. There you go. And because you're not being in power, because of knowing, yes, it is free will. You have free will all day, every day, however you see fit. But the reason also you come to the read is because you do still want love. But this is what's blocking you. Ego. You have someone who really cares about you, or you really care about someone. But because you're holding on to resentment, where is it going to go? Because you're holding on to the fact that you good and letting ego take over and not taking that time out to heal, where is it going to go? So it's clearly going to be up to you what you're going to do and how you want this to turn around for you, if you even want it to turn around for you. Okay? Because you got some people who just enjoy their freedom. I like my freedom and I'm staying the way I am, and that's just what it is, and that's all. And hey, go ahead. That's your life, right? You know, I take love as it comes and I'll go with it, and hey, leave it like that. You know, and I'm comfortable and I'm good and taking my time. And hey, do that. If you have to manipulate people, okay? If you have to hide or manipulate yourself, you know, hey. Because that's what I'm seeing happening. Because you really want love in your life. You really want someone that's for you. But it's a matter of healing. It's a matter of getting out of the ego. If that's what you choose, that's what needs to take place. So that's all I have for you, Libra. Please do like, please do comment, please do subscribe. Until next time, happy Valentine's Day. Take care of yourself. Bye.